All right, doctors are telling us that cold and flu season is in full swing, and that's leaving a lot of us feeling not so great.
Yeah, but there are some things that you can do to feel better, and some you should probably avoid. CBS 2's Dr. Max Gomez here now to help ease some of our symptoms.
That's right, and the first thing you've got to remember is there is no cure for the common cold. And flu only responds to an antiviral drug if taken in the first 48 hours of symptoms. So whether it's over-the-counter medicines or home remedies, all you're trying to do is ease your symptoms until your own immune system fights off the bugs.
Definitely seeing a lot more coming in of both upper respiratory tract infections and influenza, and data tells us that the influenza season is definitely ramping up into full force.
Mary Diaz is one of those cold or maybe flu victims. She figures there's only so much she can do to feel better.
I usually take tea, a lot of tea, and rest.
The medical director of the Mount Sinai Emergency Department says that tea, maybe with some honey, is a decent home remedy for a cough and sore throat. Other symptoms can usually be handled at the drugstore, but read those medicine labels carefully.
There are a lot of medications that are out there that are mixtures of like 3 or 4 medications. I try and steer people away from that and really into like what exactly they need.
If it's a fever or muscle ache, ibuprofen, naproxen, naproxen, or acetaminophen can help. Do not give aspirin to children. Coughs respond to guaifenesin or dextromethorphan. Avoid decongestants in children under 12, and even adults can get side effects from these. Instead, try a low-tech solution.
Other things like the nasal saline drops or sprays, those are certainly cheap and effective. Humidifier and make sure it's clean so that you're in humidified air, so that can keep some of the mucus in your system a little bit looser so you can bring it up naturally.
But there are times when home remedies and over-the-counter meds aren't enough, and you should go to the doctor or hospital, like what Mary Diaz had.
I wasn't breathing normal at night, and I kept waking up overnight, gasping for air.
And especially in children or elderly, watch for
signs of confusion, altered mental status. That would be a time that you would want to suspect that maybe there's something more than just the viral infection, and that you should go to either your doctor or an emergency department.
Now, in babies and toddlers, you should also watch for signs of dehydration. They're not eating or drinking. They're not urinating, or it's very concentrated. That could be a sign to see the doctor. And a high fever that won't come down, another reason perhaps to see the doctor. But the best medicine is what doctors call tincture of time.
Tincture of time?
Just wait.
What is,
just wait. I was going to say, yeah.
That's it. It's just wait.
And this whole cold, super cold, really doesn't have an impact, right?
Not really. I mean, it can set off asthma symptoms. Cold air can give you cold weather trigger. It can be a cold air trigger for asthma, but in terms of what it causes, no, just makes you feel rough, worse.
Yeah,
That's all I can tell you.
Thank you, Dr. Max.